Good evening, afternoon, etc., ladies and gentlemen. My name is Avery, and can you guess where I am today? If you guess in front of that Luma, then you are absolutely correct. That was a stupid intro. How are y'all doing today? It is currently the 9th of February when I'm recording this, and it's time that we finally close off the kitchen dome. And I can already tell you that we're about to wrap up a pretty good chunk of Super Mario Galaxy. We're finally up to exactly where I want to be in terms of where I need to be before I go on my hiatus. You guys are going to get 4 videos, and the 4th video is going to feature the 60th star, and it is going to be in the Gusty Garden Galaxy. I am particularly excited to say that I'm finally getting to take a break from this game, because even though I love Mario Galaxy, you can't play the same game for a long period of time without getting a little tired of it. So anyway, we're gonna go hunt down some eels. They look friendly. Look about as friendly as those assholes from Mario 64. Maybe even meaner. Oh, I'll tell you this, they definitely are no fucking Mares or whatever from Super Mario Odyssey. Ugh. Those things are freaking creepy. But anyway, it's another penguin-themed world here. You could talk to them. They have a few interesting things to say, but that is not our mission. Our mission is to target these stupid rays, or not rays, eels, and destroy them. There are 3 of them hanging out down here in the deep blue, and we don't want that green shit, because we want the homing attack here. Target the eels, and yeah, as long as you're aiming in the general direction of where the eels are, you should be fine. They provide lots of star bits, so this is a pretty good place to rack up on star bits if you're running low, because they provide 10 each. I mean, I guess it's not that great, but if you really are desperately in need of star bits, blah, 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 then you should be perfectly fine hunting down these stupid eels. But with all that being said, we have liberated the penguins, and now we shall head to the sunken ship of Jolly Roger Bay. I guess this is the planet that Jolly Roger Bay takes place on. I'm not real sure. I always thought that it was in Cosmic Cove, but yeah, what do I know? Touch that star and let's get out of here. Booyah. A bit of a new effect we have going on there. Time to flow through the poison swamp. I used to have so many problems with this stage because of the dumb blowing mechanic. Take a lot of breaths because, you know, you gotta have all that sweet, sweet oxygen for your lungs. But anywho, this introduces a new mechanic, as it says bubble breeze. So we are obviously headed off to fly around in a bubble. If you talk to that guy, he tells you how to control it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just tap the A button, and it blows your bubble. Do not blow. I would not advise holding the button, because that leads to death. So, just do as I'm doing right here. This isn't necessarily the safest route, but if you've played the game a long time like I have, this is typically the route I would choose if I want to challenge myself, because if you go down the blasé route, you know, it's not that interesting. It's pretty boring. And you gotta watch out for those minesweepers there. That's what I call them. They're minesweepers, because they remind me of that stupid game that used to be on all the PCs called Minesweeper. It was a pretty fun game too. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun blowing shit up. Actually, Good Mythical Morning did a live action version of that called Nasty Food Minesweeper, which basically is, if you got a mine, you end up having to eat a really terrible food. Get 3 and you lose the game. Unlike regular Minesweeper, which, if you hit any mine, it ends the game. It's a fun little strategy game. and I'm kind of sad that it's no longer on the PCs. Then again, Solitaire is, so I don't know. I used to do Solitaire pretty often whenever I was bored, but it was taking up space on my computer, so I had to erase it. Why is it that they kept Solitaire, but they didn't keep Minesweeper? That's dumb. You know what else I miss? 3D, like, Space Cadet, which was that pinball game. That was pretty fun, too. I used to log a lot of hours on that. But then again, I didn't have a whole lot of games to fart around on, and now I do. And these are like full-blown adventures. So, yeah. There's a little trick here that if you can actually blow really, really fast and then pop out of the bubble, you'll actually ground pound on that button without having to do a second ground pound. It's a little tricky, but it can be done. And you gotta love the double helixes going on here. Yes, sirree, Bob. Though that looks more like a triple helix. I am such a dork. Speaking of dork, I actually was talking about a bunch of dumb stuff at work. Like, I notice I talk a lot about numbers and physics and stuff, but that's just because, you know, it interests me. And we didn't need that bubble anyway. Let's get out of here. It's a cool sky, though. Kind of reminds me of an evil sunset. Alright, and now we're getting into probably one of my favorite galaxies in the game, the Buoy base. And you're about to hear exactly why it's one of my favorite galaxies. Aside from the fact that it's a water galaxy, and I like water galaxies. Except for the freaking toilet bowl galaxy, that place was pretty stupid. But I'm going to shut up for a minute, and I'm going to let you enjoy this wonderful theme. Pretty dang good song, right? Now you can kind of see why I like this galaxy a lot. It's definitely one of the best songs in the entire game, and I look forward to coming here. It's so good. I love it. And hello, that's different. Got ourselves an emerald star. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, back in the Buoy Base Galaxy. This is actually, fun fact, the only mini-galaxy in the game that has a second star. And that shows you just how much Nintendo liked this galaxy. I mean, look at this place. This place looks awesome. And combined with the awesome swimming controls of this game, just makes this place even cooler. And this place reminds me of a Mario 64 level, actually. Like, I could totally see this as, like, the missing 16 cores of Mario 64. Because supposedly there are missing stages in Super Mario 64 that we have yet to see. I think one of them was another water stage. I know one of them was another fire stage. And another was going to be another ice stage. So, who knows what those could have been like. And also, Flood! How dare you betray me! Yeah, you gotta watch out for those flood packs there. They are pretty annoying. I think they actually have another name, but Lord if I know what it is. I just call them flood packs because that's what they look like. They're evil floods. Apparently Bowser has weaponized Flood, and yeah. Got this wonderful camouflage motif going on. It's pretty sweet indeed. You gotta watch out for these Octa guys, though. They're assholes. Though it's about time Mario got the Octorocks. Get it? Get it? Octorock? They spit rocks? It makes total sense. Mario is copying off Zelda. Which is funny, because Zelda copied off Mario in one game, in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which recently got a remake on the Nintendo Switch. And by recently, I mean fairly recently. I'm not talking like it just recently happened, but it looks really good. I really dig the art style. Excuse me. It looks like you're playing as a bunch of toys, and oh lordy, it is so cute. And I'm so happy that this is the only Zelda game that does not have... Well, it's not the only Zelda game, but it's one of the first ones to not have Ganon and not have Zelda. So it literally made The Legend of Zelda an artifact title. Which, I would know a thing or two about artifact titles. Yes, sirree. Ben 10 is actually an artifact title. When Ben unlocked his 11th alien, it immediately became an artifact title. And that was only in the second season. That's crazy. Also, you gotta love the Pokemon reference here. I mean, you gotta wonder, did Nintendo release a freaking Pokemon game right after Super Mario Galaxy debuted? You gotta think so. Though honestly, if I had a Pokeball that looked like this, I would definitely play the game, because I'm not the biggest Pokemon aficionado. I never have been, never will be. So, there you go. Grab some star bits here, and look at this water. That is just gorgeous. Strike a pose. Alright, Luigi's at it again. I hadn't realized that Luigi was off out and about. Otherwise, I would have gotten in an earlier episode, which is a total lie. But gives us an excuse to listen to the Battlerock music again, so at least Luigi has a good taste in music. Yes, he does. Plus, we get to revisit the Battlerock galaxy. This place is awesome. It looks so beautiful. Look at that thing. It doesn't look quite as good coming out of the Elgato HD, but it still looks pretty rad. I would definitely sleep there if it weren't for the sound of cannon fodder. But, you know, it's perfectly fine. Again, I could totally see this like a Mario 64 stage. Like, I could totally see a stage called Battlerock. Or a Battlerock Battlefield or something like that. Like another Battlefield level. I guess I just want another sequel to Mario 64. Because, you know, Mario 64 had a lot of potential, and there was going to be a sequel to Mario 64, called Mario 64 2, but it never got released. This is due to the fact that the N64 disk drive failed, which, really, Nintendo should have learned their lesson from everybody else trying to do a disk drive, like Sega. It didn't work. It really should have just been its own system, and that's what it became. It kind of became the GameCube. Which, I'm not arguing, I like the GameCube. Excuse me. The GameCube is a wonderful system. It's very underrated, I would actually say. Like, out of all the Nintendo systems, it's probably one of the worst selling, which is a dang shame, and I was walking on electricity there for a second. That shows you just how awesomely masculine Mario is. He's so awesome, he walks on electricity, and I nearly got hit again there. Shows just how long it's been since I played the Battlerock Galaxy. It's been a little bit. It's been a couple of months since I've played Battlerock Galaxy. Which, I'm not kidding by that. I mean, it actually has been a couple of months since I played the Battlerock Galaxy because... what is it? Space Junk? I think Space Junk wasn't that long ago. I think it may have been like a few weeks ago. So, yeah, it's time for Mario Galaxy to have its time in the sun. Or suns, because, you know, it takes place in space and all. This bullet bill, I don't know what it was doing. It was trying to home in on the magical candies here. Gotta take a nice deep breath. Okay, so speaking of taking deep breaths, I had to take a huge one to... Well, it wouldn't be today because that was technically yesterday, but I was supposed to have yesterday off, but then someone decided to quit and they didn't have someone to work with my coworker in the morning. So I had to fill in. I was not happy about it, but at the very least, I'm getting in my paycheck. It should reflect. It's an extra 6 hours, so hey, I'm not arguing. Got another emerald gem there. Awesome. Awkward edit is awkward. And looks like Bowser Jr.'s at it again. Freaking Bowser Jr., man. Does he have a life? I mean, does he really not have enough of a life to freaking leave me alone? I tell ya. But we do get to hear the awesome rendition of the Airship music from Mario Bros. 3. I am never against listening to the Airship theme. I never get tired of it. But your main mission here is to deal with the Octo guys, and, well, you're basically just invading Bowser Jr.'s Armada. Not much to say on that. So watch out for the Octo guys. Here, they like trying to fire rocks at you. Which, by the way, how the hell are they shooting rocks? I guess it's like calcified internal juice or whatever, which makes that even grosser. It just sounds terrible. We could go over there, but we got Goombas to kill. And if you kill all the Goombas, you earn an extra life. Got this shrinking satellite thing going on here. It's very shiny. And you can tell that a 1-up's hanging out here. And man, that was trippy. Oh well, back to business. You got these annoying mofos that are very, very obnoxious, and man, that was good timing. I tell ya, I have never had that good a time stomping on Kamek, because he's usually pretty difficult to hit, because he keeps moving around. He's an asshole. And we're actually going to run into him again fairly soon, because he hangs out in the boss fight. Get more star bits here so that Mario's tummy is full. I mean, I assume that's where that's going. It's going in his belly, or it's going in his pocket or something. Seriously, where does Mario keep these things? Maybe under that giant hat he has on. Which, by the way, why does Mario wear a hat? I mean, I get why he wore a hat in, like, Mario Bros. And Super Mario World and stuff, but come on, it's Mario Galaxy. It's like, Mario doesn't need to wear a hat, and actually, you'll often see him without a hat in some instances. So, there you go. Mario actually doesn't have that bad of a hairstyle. He actually looks pretty good without a hat. Luigi, on the other hand, he really needs a hat on. But he's still handsome regardless. And you're about to see an awkward cut here. Yep, there it is. I did my best to try to make it look organic, but, I don't know. The reason for this is that I died. I died to Bowser Jr. I did my best to try to fight with 3 health points, which, by the way, I recommend. That way you can get as much challenge as possible, but there is no shame in going with the 6-pack mushroom, because Junior fights pretty aggressively here. This is probably his toughest boss fight. He keeps launching freaking bullet bills at you, and Kamek shows up again, which I don't know how that works, because I killed Kamek, but whatever. It's a race. And also these fireballs here. It's very easy to die and get hit by those fireballs, and if you actually play this in HD, those fireballs look awesome. But they look like rubber balls just lit on fire. It's kind of weird. I don't know what they were thinking, but hey, I'm not arguing with the big N. They do what they want. Hey, can I not get hit by fireballs, please? That was what happened to me last time. I kept getting in this awkward cycle where I kept getting my butt singed by fireballs or getting hit with a bullet bill. Not like I didn't get hit plenty here. In fact, I'm about... Oh, I didn't take damage there. I thought I did. There's a technique to it, but hell if I've figured it out. Basically, what you want to do with the bullet bills is lure them over here so that you have more room to operate. And that's all there really is to it. It's not a hard boss fight to really conceptualize, but I was having such bad luck, and you'll actually see I had a lot of bad luck the past 4 videos because I just kept dying. I kept dying, man. I mean, I got on my second attempt, but ugh. But Let's Play Curse was not my friend today. Or that day, anyway. I don't remember when I recorded this, but anyway. It's a grand star. Let's claim it as our own. We need to give it to Space Waifu Rosalina. Yay! I usually do, and it's mine! But I couldn't hear the music. What, we haven't been recording? No, I'm doing this post-commentary. Should be pretty obvious by now. Turn into a real star! Yes! That's a very beautiful star we have there. And look at that. Look at that. We have access to the last stone before the hiatus. There's Mario with his giant freaking mustache just looking at us. And we have made a lot of progress. Heck yeah. You're welcome, Rosalina. Yeah, that ought to be fun. My special one, that's Luigi's special one. Thank you very much. Luigi must have... Never mind. I'm not even going to get into that. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry my voice is a little raspy today. But do come back for the next episode as we wrap up the semi-finale. Before the hiatus, anyway. Thank y'all. Bye.